Welcome back. There were a couple of weeks where there really wasn't a whole lot to talk about, so didn't want to waste anybody's time by making a video. But now there's news again, so let's get to it. The former Apple CEO, John Sculley, also a co-founder, is going to start selling Android phones. Yeah, he started a company called Obi World Phone, and it's supposed to be a design-led company. They're putting out under $200 phones in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East starting in October. They are very pretty looking phones. We'll see if it actually catches on. Selling phones these days is pretty difficult to do. The margins are pretty tiny. Best of luck, Johnny. All right, Tesla. The Model S went through the Consumer Reports, whatever process they go through, and got 103 out of 100. Yeah, the standard car rating system that Consumer Reports uses didn't really work very good for an electric car that can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.5 seconds and has a gas mileage of 87 miles per gallon equivalent because it's an electric car. Unfortunately, it's about $128,000 if you're going to buy it new. So, other than that, it's got all the features anyone would ever want. A couple of things under 3D printed stuff. Open Bionics designed a motor-controlled prosthetic hand, and they won some awards with it. This is something that they can print up and attach to somebody who's lost a limb. And they did a fantastic job of making one that actually has motors inside the hand instead of just being wires that go up that you end up, doing other stuff with to control the hand. So it's fairly new. It's completely open source. If you want to print one, you can. Just download all of the pieces, print them up, and put in a controller, and away you go. Also, MIT has come up with a way to 3D print glass. And man, is it pretty. They're using it to make chandeliers and light things that you can't actually make if you're doing glass blowing the traditional way. So that's pretty neat. Magnetic wormholes. The Autonomous University of Barcelona, Spain, has come up with a way to do magnetic wormholes. I'm just going to go ahead and read a quote because, physicists have constructed a device that tunnels magnetic field lines from one place to another while rendering them invisible to the outside observer. Wow. So basically what that means is the magnetic field lines that go, through a magnet and around, they found a way to... and, magic. But science. So, now this is not going to be used for, moving goods and services through stargates from one place to another. This doesn't work that way. It's just magnets. But it could be used for something like making MRIs less painful. You wouldn't have to get inside of one. Maybe you could be standing there and they just, shoot magnets at. I don't know. But cool sounding. The tech dip. Facebook got down 12.1%, Apple went down 10%, Google went down 6.5%, and Microsoft went down 5.8%. At least, not this last Friday, but the Friday before that. But it's okay. Everything's back. If you're a paranoid person that, has a whole bunch of stuff in your basement just in case the world collapses, if you didn't panic already, it's too late. Everything's already back to normal. Back to business as usual. Disaster averted. Star Wars at Disney. Disney bought Star Wars a while back. If you were not aware that they did that, sorry to be the one to break that news to you. I think it's actually a really good thing because Disney has lots of money and they can pour that into making some really cool new Star Wars things, and Star Wars can come back because I like it. So, yeah. But they're going to be adding some attractions to their Disney theme parks, Disney World and Disneyland. They're going to be adding a trading post, obviously, where you can go in and buy their stuff. A new space world, so it'll be like a section that's designed like many of their other sections in Disney World or Disneyland where it's a theme park of a certain type of theme, and it's designed after a never-before-seen world in the Star Wars universe, which is smart rather than trying to create one specific one, along with the opportunity to fly the Millennium Falcon, probably simulator style. So yeah, cool stuff. And that's it. Not a whole lot today, but yeah, 2 of those were from 2 weeks ago. So yeah, hopefully once the summer's done, we'll have a lot more news and I can cover it. So, that is all. Have a great week.